What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video, I am talking about things that you should be on the lookout for when you go game hunting. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so if you are trying to grow your game collection and have more games on your shelf like I am always, these ideas or things you should be looking out for are probably pretty good. Now I have 3 things that are not games, and then I have, say, 4 or 5 games to talk about that you should definitely be either on the lookout for these specific games or games in this genre, or basically for the system. So with that being said, we're gonna roll right into it. I'm gonna start with the kind of accessories that I always find, and the first thing that I always find is the Wii wheel for Mario Kart. If you guys play Mario Kart, you guys know you gotta have one of these. If you're gonna sell Mario Kart Wii, if you have one of these, you're gonna get at least $10 more, and that's very awesome because we're trying to grow the game collection, which means we want more money, and so this is a perfectly great example. If I can find these from $2 to $5, I will pick these up. If it's $1, you know I'm picking it up as well, but basically what you do is you put the Wii mode in here, and then it's your little motion controlled controller, and that's something. These things are always well sought after, especially if you're selling a bundle with the game, or if you want to sell the console with the game. And this is something that's a must-have for that, and that always works. I have like 3 or 4 down here for whenever I get the game, I sell it with that, or if I want to take the game and bundle it with the system, I've got controllers ready and that I could just say, here you go, and put it in there. So that is the first thing that I think you guys should be looking up, is those Mario Kart wheels for the Wii, because everyone has to use those when they play, I guess, apparently. They're pretty awesome to use as well. It's just a piece of plastic, so you can usually find them for pretty cheap, especially if people don't know what they're talking about. The second thing on this accessories list is cords and chargers. Now this is a Nintendo 3DS charger, and I find these things everywhere. This works with the Nintendo 3DS, the 3DS XL, the new Nintendo 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and the 2DS, as well as the new 2DS XL. I think that's all of them. If I've missed any, please feel free to correct me, because there's a ton that this thing works for, which is very awesome, which means you can put this with basically any of those systems. Say you get a system without a cord, well, you picked one of these up, so now you have an easy bundler. So you have this. Usually you can pick these up for $2 to $3 to $4. I usually don't pick up these for more than $5, or cords in general for more than $5, unless they're very specific and very hard to find. But for $3 or $4, this is perfect and will raise the value of that console by probably $10 or $20 depending on what it is. So definitely be on the lookout for these things. These things are very awesome. They're very small. People always look over them. So make sure that they're branded. Even if they're not branded, you'll probably still get your money. But definitely if you see these things and it's a Nintendo brand and you're looking for a Nintendo charger, that's definitely worth the money. And all of these accessories, I just realized, are Nintendo based. But honestly, I see these things all the time, so that's probably why. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about, at least for accessories, is Amiibos. These things, I find them occasionally. I don't always find them, but when I do find them, I get them for a good deal. No one, I feel like, ever knows how much these things are worth when they're selling. So usually $1, $2, $3 for these things. And these things are awesome. Some of these go for a lot of money. None of these, obviously. These are just some of my favorites here that I own. But honestly, look out for Amiibos. If you flip it over, you'll see where it says Amiibo, and you can usually tell whether it's real or fake. I don't see many fake ones, but be careful. Sometimes they get broken and stuff like that, so you'll want to inspect them and make sure they're good These have a little bit of dust on them, but other than that, they're in great condition. So if I was to find any of these for $2 or $3, whether it's at a garage sale or at a thrift store, I would definitely be picking these up because, I mean, these things are awesome. They look awesome. They work well with games, and I think these are things that people overlook, which is good for me because I am always wanting to get some for cheap and flip them. Now I've got through the accessories and I've got a few games. I think I have 5 games here that I want to talk about, and they're all I might as well just say Nintendo. Like, I just realized this. I did not plan this at all. Everything I'm talking about here is Nintendo. So that's that. Look for Nintendo games, I guess. We can be done with the video now. I'm just kidding. We'll actually go through these. But I'm sorry I didn't think about that, I guess. But these are all like perfectly fit with what I'm talking about. The first game I'm gonna say, Zelda NES. I see this quite often, especially the gold cart. A lot of people, when they had a system, they had either this or Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, or 3. So usually when you see NES games, you see those. Those are games you want to pick up because usually like this is worth a good amount of money, like $10 to $12 to $15, depending on when you find it and everything and how the market's going. But if you find these for $3, that's definitely worth picking up. So you gotta check out Zelda games. Basically, any Zelda game works here very well. So I want you guys to know Nintendo is definitely a good thing to pick up. You guys know that's what this video happens to be about, I guess. But Zelda is definitely one that you need to check out, whether it is Zelda on the NES, SNES, GameCube, 64, I mean the Wii, literally any console that's a Nintendo console and you find Zelda, it's probably going to at least be worth your money, unless they're charging you an arm and a leg and you just need to turn around and leave at that point. But that's just hearsay. This next one is a Wii game, and I think all of these kind of fall in line with you pick either this game or games in the series, or kind of this franchise, I guess is probably the best way to say it. That's how you could really make your money back. Now this is Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii. Yet again, we're talking about Wii stuff. Wii stuff, I feel like right now is the best console to pick up for, because you can pick up games like this for $2 to $4 and you could sell them for $10, $15, $20, $25, and you're usually good because you spent $4. So on this, yes, I said Donkey Kong Country. Any Donkey Kong game for the most part is well worth your money. If you could stay under $5, you're definitely going to be able to make money. So Donkey Kong Returns, Donkey Kong Country Returns. I have a box over here of things to sell. I have like 3 copies of this that I need to list and sell. I find these all the time and they're well worth picking up. So definitely, if you can find them, especially if they're complete like this one, you can definitely get some good money out of that. So that is another one that I suggest you look out for. Okay, so let's do this. Let's talk about this one. So this one is one that I've been seeing here recently. And the Wii U is dead and gone, and I'm sad to say that because I actually enjoyed the Wii U. But a lot of people didn't, and I don't understand it. I think they're crazy. If you don't like the Wii U, what's wrong with you? But back to the thing at hand, is if you're looking for games and you see a blue case, this is one you'll probably find and probably be happy to find, and that is Nintendo Land. I find them all the time. This one has the disc and the manual, I think. It's a very small manual. But this is a fun game. This is a great bundler. This is a game that works well with people that are wanting to pick this up for their family. This is a great multiplayer. It's got a ton of mini games. It's got Zelda games, Pikmin, Metroid, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Chase, Yoshi. I mean, it goes on and on. This is a ton of fun. I actually like playing this. It's a ton of fun if you've got multiplayer people. This is definitely one I suggest you pick up if you have a Wii U. But I find this all the time for $4, and it sells for $10 to $12 usually, which means it is a good pickup. I'm definitely, if you've got a Wii U that you're gonna sell and you throw this in, it's definitely gonna up the value. So with sticking with the Wii movement I've got going on here. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort is definitely one. You guys probably know that this game is often very, very cheap. People, I always see this. If they have a Wii, it usually was bundled. I'm looking over here at a box of it. Bundled with Wii Sports. Now this is Wii Sports Resort, which is worth a little bit more money than Wii Sports, but it's in the same franchise, and these are both awesome games to play, and they will put money into your pocketbook if you already have this game and you do not plan on keeping it. So this is perfect for picking up and flipping. I feel like everyone who has a Wii had Wii Sports, or at least Wii Sports Resort, and that is a good thing because you see a ton of these and these sell very well, and you could probably sell them pretty fast. So definitely keep this in mind when you're looking, because Wii Sports is one of those games that if you don't pick it up, you're definitely missing out. And last but not least is a game that's a lot more expensive than you would think, but I often see it a lot, and I think it's because of what console it came on and how awesome this game is. And that is Mario Kart Double Dash. We talked about Mario Kart a little bit with the wheel earlier on in the video, but Mario Kart Double Dash on the Nintendo GameCube is probably one of the best games on the GameCube, as well as one of the games that I see the most as well. Like, I love this game, and it's probably one of, if not my favorite, Mario Kart games, but everyone has it. I bought a copy last month for $4. It was $3.93. I picked it up at the thrift store, and then I sold it. I showed you guys how to sell it. Wait, nope, that was a different game. That was a different Mario Kart. I even took it and sold it on Mercari. I sold it in like a week, and I made like 30 bucks by taking this and putting it on there. Now, I usually look up the prices whenever I do this, and I don't sell it at full market value, but a game like this that holds its value strong is definitely a game that you want to pick up. So, there you go, guys, go. I've got 5 games here that I talked about, and 3 accessories. They're all Nintendo based, unfortunately, which probably means I'll change this video to like the Nintendo games you must look for, or something like that. While game hunting, I'll do something like that because honestly, everyone loves Nintendo games, and if you can find them on the cheap, which all of these games I find quite regularly, or a game in that series. If I talked about Zelda, I might find Zelda Spirit Tracks or Breath of the Wild or something else, but all of these games I find quite frequently, especially the accessories, like all of those things I find more than not. So I wanted you guys to know, go out, look for these things, keep an eye out for these kinds of games. I know these are big named games and everything, they're AAA titles, but they're games that you can find on the shelf and be very, very happy when you do. Just yesterday, I was at the thrift store, and the guy in front of me asked to look at the games. He beat me to it, and lo and behold, he picked up a Mario Kart Wii for $3.93, and I was like, dang, I hope he puts it down. But when he didn't, I wasn't jealous. I was like, alright, you get some, you miss some, no big deal. But these are out there for you guys to see. So make sure you're out and about looking places that you can find games, and you will be blessed by finding some really cool stuff. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you know when I post more videos, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I post videos all those days, usually at 5 p.m. Central, to let you guys know what I'm doing and what I'm finding. So with that being said, one last time, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you have a good day.